Hey guys, Jedi here from Airsoft RX and TX911 Gear. You are looking at the WE Open Bolt M4. I call this the version 4 because the AWSS closed bolt was the version 3. It is available in black and tan. The tan has anodized tan body. It has tan furniture, ABS furniture, typical A2 style handguards. It'll have a black aluminum sight post as this one is. It has a steel outer barrel and a steel flash hider on the front. I do believe that this is counterclockwise, although the SCAR was clockwise. That steel outer barrel goes all the way down to the delta ring. The outside of the delta ring is not steel. The inner springs are. The MOE handguard and AFG2 with the rails was added by me. Taz over at Red Wolf did a comparison of both PDWs from WE and GHK. Mistakenly said that WE does not anodize, and they do. They've been anodizing all their weapons for a very long time. So, false statement. Sorry, but it is, and I like her. She's cute. On top we have the Imbus by Magpul, not PTS, MOE. We have the UTG rubber articulated pistol grip. I love this thing. The carry handle and the charging handle latch and your pins, your castle nut, are all a different color and hue than the rest of the metal. Just as is the dust cover here. And I think it looks really good that way. It's a nice looking weapon. I think this one looks exactly like a civilian AR-15. Not so much like the military, and we'll see here with the King Arms what I'm talking about in differences. Okay? King Arms is so spot on to a real steel M4. Out of the box, WE fired smoother, faster, and harder than all three of them tested. This one, the King Arms, and the KWA LM4. It is proprietary, as is the LM4 from KWA. These two guns really tick me off because of that. But WE, to be on the safe side, I've never had any problems with their magazines. I had a young man ask me earlier, and if he sees this video, I'll go ahead and answer it. He says he's having a hard time. You know, you take off your outer shell. The only thing I've ever done is I've used a very thick Teflon DuPont silicone oil on all my O-rings when I clean them and I dismantle them, and I don't have leaky mags. So I would try that. They do leak from time to time. They're notorious for it, but as long as you take good care of it, you'll be okay. WE has the smoothest BCG, that is the bolt carrier group, because you not only have the roller bearing on the hammer, you also have one on top by the fake gas tube on the top of the BCG, which allows it to roll inside the bottom of the charging handle on the inside. Smooth as butter. Absolutely love it. The one saving grace of the WE, being that it's proprietary as it is with its magazines and its internals, is that RA Tech, the saving grace, has came out, and some of these parts in this lower are steel, okay? But not all of them. Not all of the LM4s are steel. Some of them are. A good proportion of them are, but not all of them. RA Tech does a drop-in trigger box where all of your internals on the old AFC engine that WE uses, you take out your selector switch, you take out a couple of screws, you pull the trigger box out, you dump the new RA Tech one in. All of the internals are CNC steel. Okay? Put it back in there, tighten it back down, bam, you're good to go. Bolt carrier group, you really don't have a whole lot to worry about there. It does have a weighted steel weight in the back. This is what makes this thing kick like it does. It has more recoil than the LM4 or any other gun tested for its weight, and I think that's partially why. But LM4 has a mainly steel BCG, or the bolt carrier group, okay? This one doesn't. It has cast aluminum with metal weights where it needs to be. This one has a very realistic buffer. As a matter of fact, it is the same dimensions as a real steel Bushmaster. The only difference is there are no weights inside it, and it is as light as a robin's egg. And this is what helps it kick like a mule and do everything that it does. This weapon, if you want an M4 GBBR that is going to be reliable, that you can automatically, 1, add to your cart, 2, go over to some place like Airsoft Global, Red Wolf, anybody who is known to carry RA Tech parts, and put the WEM4 full steel trigger box internal lowers in your cart. Put in a couple of mags. Put in a set of O-rings for the mags, so you'll have them. And order away. And what you're going to have is a very reliable M4. Keep in mind, you are going to have to maintain these rifles, guys. You're going to have to lube them religiously. They are just like a real gun. Just like a real gun. You neglect it, it will neglect you. If it breaks on you or it breaks bio BBs on you, guess what? It's not designed for bio BBs. I saw a video today, a guy called the King Arms total crap because it broke bio BBs. Guess what, dude? It's not designed for them. They're too soft. You run them in the KWA LM4, it's going to chop the crap out of them. WE is going to chop the crap out of them. Even the JG M4 is going to chop the crap out of them. If you're going to a game that requires you to use bio BBs, leave the GBBR at the house and run the AEG. Or don't go to that game. Because these guns do not like them. Do not. RA Tech has also made an upgraded hop-up for the WE. The hop-up that is in my Generation 3 AWSS Scar is not the Stinger. The hop-up that is in this one is the Stinger. This is the upgraded hop-up. And the last time I spoke to James, which was over a year ago, in the discussion we had, I believe I'm correct that if I believe I remember the conversation right, a Chilean Army armorer, gunsmith, designed the hop-up in this gun because he didn't like the one that was in it. He approached WE and said, hey, check this out. They liked it. Hence the Stinger was born. That's what I got from James. I might be wrong, but I believe I'm right, if I understood that conversation correctly. But like I said, WE is proprietary on its mags. If you don't like their mags, tough, you're stuck with them. If you don't like their BCG, tough, you're stuck with it. If you don't like their lowers, go to RA Tech and put brand new steel ones in there, if it makes you happy. I would, if I'm going to use it a lot. And anything to go in the loading nozzle that RA Tech makes for this gun, put it in there. You're not going to hurt it. You're not going to hurt it. It's only going to make it more solid and more reliable. So there you go. Each gun gives you different levels of what you want to do. LM4, user-friendly, already tuned. WE, proprietary, does have a lot of aftermarket options. King Arms is a gun builder's dream. It is the platform to begin with. It's beautiful, and it's ready to roll. Hope this answers your questions, guys. Peace. God bless.